Court is back in session. Well, the court, and the next case is cause number 322614, case of South State of Texas versus Lance Shane Dixon. Mr. Dixon, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Dixon, you have two other cases. The next case was cause number 322654, and the third case is cause number 322656. These two cases are South State of Texas versus Lance S. Dixon. Mr. Dixon, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Dixon, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dixon, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Dixon?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? That's good. Now, Mr. Dixon,
Messed up the plea, didn't it?
We put in a time to start.
Yes.
We did?
Well, I had Mr. Adams do it, because the original was not.
Okay, thank you for doing that. Sorry.
okay. Now, threw me off. Okay, I just swore you in, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Dixon, I have before me a motion to revoke your probation. In this motion, it alleges that on August 22nd of 2019, that the court found you guilty for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, which is a Class A misdemeanor, and your punishment was assessed at 180 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail and a fine of $400. The confinement was probated for a period of 2 years and with certain conditions of your probation. On June 15 of 2020, the state filed a motion to revoke your probation. In this motion, there are 4 allegations. State, are you abandoning allegation 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dixon, the state is abandoning counts 2, 3, and 4. Therefore, they will only be proceeding on allegation number 1. And allegation number 1 reads that you, Lance Shane Dixon, committed the offense of possession of controlled substance on or about the 18th day of April 2020 in the county of Jefferson, state of Texas, against the peace and dignity of the state and in violation of condition 1 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
That's true, yes, sir.
It's true. Now, Mr. Dixon, are you pleading true to allegation number 1 freely and voluntarily? Are you pleading true to allegation number 1 freely and voluntarily?
Oh, yes, sir.
And are you pleading true because it is true?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dixon, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Mr. Dixon, do you, on page 1 of this document, do you recognize this document?
Oh, yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Mr. Dixon, there are a set of initials LD on a line next to a box that is checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation, true to allegation number 1. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, Mr. Dixon, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And I have another document here. This document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Mr. Dixon, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature
Yes,
above the line that is titled Defendant?
yeah. Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dixon, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Adams, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dixon, are you a citizen of the United States?
No, sir.
You're not? Are you a citizen of the United States?
Oh, yes, sir, yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Ham,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. You like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, no objection.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Adams, you've advised and counseled Mr. Dixon. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
Mr. Dixon, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
You know what, we don't,
We're not gonna do this.
no, we don't do these. That's why I didn't
Yes, Your Honor.
ask him about it. And, okay, now, let me ask you this again, Mr. Dixon, are you satisfied with the representation of your client?
Yes, sir.
I mean, of your attorney? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, I will accept your plea of true to allegation number 1. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of true and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, well, I also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and your probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Judge.
What is that agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement is for 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail to begin, when is it to begin?
Today,
Today,
today.
not later than,
I think you can turn something in right now.
not later than 5 PM today. Or whatever it's, not later than 6 PM today, Judge. So I'm sorry, not later, today, not later than 6 PM, 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail.
Okay, now, Mr. Dixon, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. Mr. Dixon, the court cost in this case is $127. Mr. Dixon, will you be able to pay the $127?
Yes, sir.
You will? Okay, now, Mr. Dixon, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a minute. Let me see that, that,
The motion.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. And, okay, Mr. Dixon, do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Dixon, you're gonna stand on the X. Oh, Mr. Dixon, your jail time will begin at or before 6 PM today. Mr. Dixon, you can stand on the X next to your attorney, follow the directions of our court coordinator. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go. And you have to report on or before 6 PM on today.
And we're dismissing the other 2 cases, Judge.
And the state will be dismissing cause numbers 322-654 and cause number 322-656.
All right, Mr. Dixon, can I go ahead and get your right thumbprint on that blue light located in front of you? Thank you.
I did a quick question.
Hold on a minute. Mr. Ham,
Yes, Your Honor.
I think they said they had a question.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask, it was more for you than him. Because it was your conditions. Do you mind if he takes off his ankle monitor?
Not that he take it off, you can submit a motion and then we can, the court can sign it. because it won't be, he's no longer, that was a condition of bond, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Okay,
can you
he's,
take it off?
well, once he turns himself in, yeah, you can, I mean, we can, you submit to the court a motion.
To take it off?
Yeah. It was an order to put it on, and my order to take it off.
Okay, I can do that, that's fine. So, well, I guess you gotta go through jail.
Court is in session in cause number 328834, case of Style State of Texas versus Charles Ray Smith. We have Mr. Charles Ray Smith in court. His attorney, Mr. James Paget, is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Smith's case?
The case will be placed on your trial docket, Your Honor.
Okay, give us the trial date. Okay, this case is going to be reset for June 6th of 2022. Mr. Smith, you can stand on the far X, get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. Mr. Paget, this is your last case. So
Yes,
you're-
Your Honor.
Well, and you have a blessed day.
You
And
too,
your
Your Honor.
reset-
Thank you.
All right, and your reset will be sent to you.
Yes, sir.
Submit it to Dixon and DRT dismissal,
You have, okay,
both of them. Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. Is Mr. Is Mr. Mr. Ryan McQuillan, cause number 327464.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. McQuillan, your attorney, Mr. McIntosh, has not appeared. So it's a little unusual for him. So we're gonna have to reset your case.
Yes, sir.
And you need to, we've been trying to get in contact with him. We hadn't received an answer. Hold on a minute. We're gonna give you a reset date. He's on the announcement docket, the last case on page 1, Ryan McQuillan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McQuillan, your case is going to be reset to May 16 of 2022. Stay in contact with your attorney. You're free to go. Thanks for being patient with us, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Mr. Barber, your attorney, Mr. Adams, stepped out, waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
I think he's coming back. Did he have a bag here? No, sir. Okay, we're calling him right now. So just
Yes, sir.
hold on. Well, just put your mic on mute.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Cleveland, your case, we try to get in contact with your attorney. Your case is going to be reset to May 16th.
Yes, sir.
Stay in contact with your attorney. You're free to go. Thanks for being patient with us, and you have a blessed day.
You too.
Mr. Barber? Mr.
Yes, Your
Barber?
Honor. Yes, sir.
Let's see, I think your attorney is coming back at, your cases are 5, 6, and 7. Your attorney is coming back at 1:30. So you're gonna have to make an appearance here at 1:30.
Okay, so just log back into the same Zoom ID or?
Well, you're supposed to be here in person. So just get in contact with your attorney.
He was supposed to let y'all know that I don't have no way to get there, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on a minute. Is that him? Okay, well, just, get in contact with your attorney. All right,
Yeah, he was supposed to let y'all know that I don't have no way to get there, Your Honor.
he did, but his case is set. This case is set for trial. It's number 5, 6. You have 3 cases. Now, if one of the 1, 2, 3, or 4 cases goes before yours, then your case will not go. But in the meantime, you're gonna have to see if you can make some arrangements, but you have case number 5, 6, and 7 on the trial docket. And we already have 4 cases before yours, right? So get in contact with your attorney.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.